This is Bibi Netanyahu arriving at Andrews Air Force Base earlier today.
I'm disgusted.
Listen, say what you want about Vice President Harris, but the fact that she not only she's not there to greet him, but apparently is also not going to preside over his address for Congress on Wednesday. Listen, it could all be pomp and circumstance. We understand that, but imagery does matter. And in this case, the fact that neither the current president or vice president was there to greet him is a sign that maybe they do understand just how significant the movement against Israel's genocide really is and how adverse it can affect, especially the Democrats right now, even though, obviously they're going to see a bump with Kamala jumping in the race, and we'll get to that later. But right now, this is again, the whole pomp and circumstance of politics is what you've always told me is the thing that you can't stand the most. It's like, this is all... Mr. Netanyahu, it's so good to have you here. They wheel him out with what looks to be the equivalent of an Air Force One, only it says, I think, the state of Israel on there. So I'm sure you would agree that this whole, let's roll out the red carpet for this guy. Let's pretend like he isn't charged as a war criminal by the ICJ. Like, none of this is happening.
ICC.
ICC, International Criminal Court. That's right. International Court of Justice. Don't want to mix up the two.
Well, I want to see what happens with the regular people. I don't want to, this does not interest me. This guy is this is where I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, where's the closest roof? Need one.
All right. Well, I won't torture you any further as far as that one is concerned. However, our good friend Medea Benjamin of Codepink, who has obviously is going to be leading the effort on the ground over the next couple of days to make sure that everyone is aware that
everyone aware, because that's important. Like, I've gone back and forth on this so many times in my head about whether or not to go. And
Jen, Mario thinks that those are pizza earrings, not watermelon earrings.
They're watermelons, Mario.
They do look like pizza too.
Chromium,
although I don't know what a watermelon
that's chromium, and they're watermelons. I wanted to go. Like, I want to go, but that I can't. Me to go right now is more about me doing what I just want to do and not what's necessarily in the best interest for my campaign. So at the end of the day, it does not make sense to go. But if I weren't running, I would definitely go.
I agree. And especially because based on the data that we have, this is a competitive race, and every day counts, every hour counts, every door that is knocked on counts. So it's not that you don't want to go and there wouldn't be some inherent value, but the truth is that we do have people that support you that are from down here that are actually going to be in D.C. And I at least know a couple of them that are going to be rocking the Jen shirt when they're up there. So
we'll have some good representation. Travers, I assure you, I am not tan. I'm just in my room here. This light it's called an OT light that you use for crafting, and it's the only light I have here. And so it has this sort of bluish tint that makes me look dark, but I assure you, I am still plenty pasty.
Speaking of Travers, I did meet with a what was I going to say? I met with a nice older Irish couple earlier today when I was door knocking, and they had voted by mail early and they voted for Jen. So you guys are definitely and I always try to reiterate that point. But the fact is, when I checked with them and I wanted to confirm, like, did you actually vote for Jen? Because not everybody, they're like, she's a Democrat. I'm like, yes, but she's running against Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Like, I have to put that out there because you do get a lot, especially in the burbs, you get the true blues, and they don't necessarily, there are those who are like, well, we can't run against each other. And like I said, we're going to get to the Kamala thing a little later. The point is,
what's so interesting? What's so interesting about that is that if there was somebody sitting in this before that was just, let's say, feckless, I wouldn't even be doing this. You have to switch the view to the other thing. We need to be
you don't like this view? Okay.
there. Yeah.
I like how you can control that from where you are.
I have control of everything. Let's not forget that.
You are the all-seeing eye.
I am the all-seeing eye. Right. But yeah.
All right. So our good friend Medea Benjamin, of course, was going to get things rocking and rolling with Code Pink. So let's see what they had to do this afternoon.
We're here in Congress in anticipation of Wednesday, when the war criminal Netanyahu will be speaking before a joint session.
First of all, the genius of doing that cutout is so good.
You know that that's probably Ty.
It could be.
It's probably Ty. Yeah.
Yeah. But what I always find interesting is how many people are truly ignoring this. Like they're just trying to pretend like this isn't happening right now. Oh, look, somebody's actually dragging around a Netanyahu war criminal with the, with the prison garb on and everything. You got to admit, it is exceptionally brazen that they're willing to do this right now. Like they're really just going for it. No matter how bad it looks, they're just, Netanyahu wants to address Congress. Come on down.
I understand it because I very much feel the same way in terms of like, I really have zero Fs to give. And that's the Medea way.
No, that definitely is. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
Of Congress, Bibi Netanyahu will be speaking before Congress right inside here. And we are participating in mass protests all over the Capitol, around Washington, D.C. And we hope anyone in the D.C. area will come out to join us. We have to make a massive protest against the presence of the butcher of Gaza.
Well, he's definitely the butcher of Gaza. There's no two ways about it. And as you've been saying, history is not going to be kind. It's going to be very bad. But then again, are they aware of that? You've talked a lot about the odyssey that you've gone through from somebody who was raised in this environment to believe that, Israel could do no wrong. And obviously now things have changed significantly to the point in which, obviously the anti-Semitism has grown exponentially, but it's grown in a way where I think that there is a nuance to it that hasn't existed before, where people are being very adamant about their position in that this is about Israel and what they're doing. This is not about Jews. This is very clear cut. And the people who make it about the Jews are not getting the same. They think that by doing that, they're going to get some type of support, but they're not going to get it.